Hello fellow Spartans, it's Warrior Spotter here and welcome back to part 5 of my Let's Play as Egypt for Total War Rome 2. And today, we continue our war with the Cyrenaica and the Seleucid Empire. We are fighting on both fronts as we try to keep the Egyptian Empire intact. As you remember last time, the Seleucids striked back pretty hard at us at Tyros and Jerusalem. It took both settlements away from us. However, we are pushing back now with the Basque of Sobek, and we are imminently going to take Jerusalem back, I'm sure. And in fact, we'll do that right now. Let's attack this army here with the remains of that army, because I think this was the army that was driven out of Jerusalem last turn. I can't remember exactly, but it was, I'm sure. So we'll just auto-resolve this battle because we're going to win it by the looks of things. So aggressive stance, in we go, shield smack, bang bang, and close victory, but victory nonetheless. Kill the captives, drive them away, and then we'll turn our heads now to Jerusalem. And straight away we'll auto-resolve this as well, and in we go, through the gut, and they fall onto their city as conquered men they are. So we'll occupy Jerusalem back straight away. Straight into this Let's Play we are. Look at this, no messing around, straight into it. Jerusalem is now captured again for Egypt, and hopefully we'll be destroying the might of Heracles next turn as well. And then once we've replenished quite convincingly, we'll bring this army north, take Tyros back, and then take this army that's at Petra, and in fact we may bring them out now to attack Jerusalem. Sorry, to attack Jerusalem. What am I talking about? Attack this army of Seleucids outside at Jerusalem and get rid of them completely. Now, as I said to you, we've got our army here. This is going to be fighting the Cyrenaica. They have brought across to us a much stronger force than they had before. They were driven away quite easily last time, but they've brought a stronger force back now to try and take maybe one of their two settlements I took from them at the beginning of the campaign, either Manium or Paratation. Either one they're going to try and attack me on, I'm sure. We have got our rebels to deal with, so I'm going to attack them now with this army, drive them out. Sorry about this, guys, another auto-resolve. I know he's probably thinking, God, there's 3 auto-resolves in the first 3 minutes of this game, but the battles we're going to win, so not to worry. There will be, I'm sure, a battle of substantial force on this Let's Play, but not these. These are too easy. I think we're just wasting time if we did do these as proper battles. So we'll just auto-resolve these, and decisive victory is fantastic. So we're going to bring you again out west now to then face the children of Taish, who will be coming upon us probably in the next turn. But our army is pretty solid. It's got to be replenished its cavalry there, but once that's done, it'll be ready to take them on quite easily, and hopefully it'll be an epic battle against the Cyrenaica. Okay, guys, so we've had a bit of fighting already. We've had a bit of a battle, even though it's been auto-resolved. We've fought already in the field. So we've got our armies on both flanks now. Settlements-wise, we're again doing okay. We're building that the shipwright at Paratation. We've got our Jerusalem. We've got our consecrated ground here, which they seem to have Seleucids changed last turn. So we'll bring it back to our consecrated ground to start getting the Egyptian culture spread across the lands again. We'll bring a spy in to attack that army, just to dent it a little bit further. Lovely, excellent. Military sabotage is successful, and we are building nicely at Petra. We've got our brick dryer, which is going to give us some wealth, industrial wealth, in the form of industry over the next few turns. 200 wealth each turn, so that's good. Yeah, so I'm going to reserve our money this turn, and we're going to end the turn in a second, in fact, and see what happens in the AI's movement. Jerusalem captured, resource acquired, olive oil is back with us, and trait gained. Good. Let's increase you straight away. No, it wasn't you, was it? What I'm talking about. It was... Oh, it was. Oh, sorry. Yes, it wasn't a skill. It was just a trait, wasn't it? It was automatically given to him, so that's fine. Okay, no problem. And we are researching the workshop, which we all know. So yeah, that's end of turn and see what happens. Oh, Ison, yes, our General Ison, who's going to be replenishing quite a lot over the next few turns by the looks of his army. We're given the infantry command, which will give him the experience ranks we want for our infantry recruits. So it looks like the army is pretty battered, but in terms of replenishment it should take about 2 or 3 turns and we should be back to full strength in that Basque of Sobek army. Once we've done that, as I said to you, we will move north and take Tyros and then move across to Salamis and keep pushing and pushing with these two armies, because as you can see here, look at the Seleucids. They have already started to regain some of their strength in terms of settlements, so we don't want them to expand and become too strong too quickly, so we must keep marching north as soon as we can. So we'll end the turn now. Oh god, I keep saying that, we've got more to do, haven't we? End the turn, but he seems to be still... Oh, he's got 2 skills, has he? Okay. I thought he's just got 1. So we're given the extra ability and command, so 2% extra morale for the units and extra 2 points in authority. So hopefully now, yes, we'll end the turn. I'm playing with patch 10, by the way, guys. You may or may not be aware, patch 10 came out in the beta form in fact, yesterday it came out in the beta form. So if you want to, go onto Steam, opt into it, and you will enjoy the benefits of patch 10, which is predominantly in terms of performance. It's done a lot of CPU optimization and GPU bottleneck optimization by looks of the patch notes. It's not a very big patch notes list, unfortunately. As expected, a bit more, if I'm honest with you, because of the time between patch 9 and patch 10 has been quite a long time. It's been about a month actually, so I expected a bit more, but I can understand why they've done this. They're trying to look at this as probably a performance patch more than anything, so it's probably taken them a lot of time, CA, to be able to optimise what they wanted out of this patch. So in terms of length, it's not very big, but possibly what it has given to the game is considerably, quite a lot actually. So do check it out, get it on there and get it downloaded. It is in beta form at the moment, so there will be improvements to the beta patch as it goes along. But yeah, so it is with patch 10. This episode 5 is with Egypt, so hopefully we should see some improvements in terms of battle performance as we go along, or in terms of improvements as well. But I'll put the patch notes at the bottom of the episode as well, so you can look at the patch notes from the CA's link there as well if you want to check them out, because there is some improvements in terms of battle AI and things like that. But as I say, predominantly it is a performance patch by the looks of things. Sorry about that, guys, we're rambling on there about patch 10. Well, I've got Pontus waiting here to talk defensive alliance with me, which is something I'm going to say absolutely yes to, on the basis that, well, they are moderate now, so if I try to offer or demand money off them, they'll probably say no. So the likelihood of success at the moment is moderate, with them just wanting defensive alliance with me. So I'm going to say yes, I'm going to accept this, because I think by having you guys here, possibly then bringing a threat to the Seleucids from the north, me from the south, this will then put pressure on them immediately from both frontiers. So yes, I'm going to go with this straight away. I'd be a fool to turn that down. So let's see how the Pontus help me out in the next few turns. Hopefully they will become a big play and big factor in our war with Seleucids. And here comes the Cyrenaica now. It is battle time, and we are going to fight this one out, guys, on the battle map. So let's quick save this. And to war, ladies and gentlemen, to war against the Cyrenaica. And I think if we do defeat them here, we will then be open to attack them at the city of Cyrene. Hopefully they won't have any reinforcements of substance to defend their city there, and hopefully we can just go straight in and attack them without any force. But we must beat them here at Malmorika. Is it Malmorika? Yeah, the Battle of Malmorika, 263 BC. And while it's loading, if you haven't already, I'm sure you guys have, but if you haven't already, I had a battle with Lionheart a couple of days ago. My god, I absolutely loved it. The guy is a true gentleman. He's fantastic. It's on my channel. If you haven't watched it already, please watch it. It's had 1,000 views already. It's brilliant. Absolutely enjoyed playing with it. Real good battle. Nearly beat him. Just on the edge. I was, unfortunately, lost it at the very last second. But it's a really close battle. Really enjoyable game with him. So thank you very much to Lionheart for doing that. And if you haven't watched it already, please go on, check it out, comment, like it, whatever you want to. But yeah, if you haven't seen it out already, you're missing out. So please go and check that out if you have time. So here we go. So the Egyptian infantry, first line. We've got our pikes in support. Now they have attacked me, so they are going to be riding out to me. So we're going to play a bit of a defensive formation in here. So I'm going to bring my pikes out on the right flank, protect our side there. I'm going to bring the Egyptian infantry in line with these here. In fact, I don't want to bring them out. Sorry, I don't want to spread them out too much. I want to create them quite compact. I don't want to spread the line too thin. And Nubidian spearmen in the rear here, because I think they could provide a little bit of support to the Egyptian infantry, who are weak in this game. They are sort of the basic units of infantry that the Egyptians have, so they're not going to be amazing on this game. We've got our Nubidian spearmen as well here, supporting this right side of the front line. We've got our cavalry units, which are going to be used hopefully to great effect. We'll put you in group 5, put you out on the left flank, away out there, so you can sort of start manoeuvring around. A Galatian Royal Guard in the centre to provide, as always, morale support to the men. Our missile units, in fact, we'll put you there and bring you back a little bit with the Galatians. Okay guys, let's just group these together because I haven't grouped them together yet. Let's group 3. The Nubidian spearmen in group 4. And then the archers in group 6. Okay, let's go guys, let's see what happens on this battle. Hopefully we can defeat them here today and push on to Cyrene. So let's go and have a quick look at the units here and see what they're up to. See what their battle line is. So they've got their mercenary Egyptian infantry they're bringing in, along with their normal Egyptian infantry, which are they're picking up a lot of pace now. Seems to be a lot of skirmish units on this this army build, so we're going to have to use our cavalry to effect against them. Let's start bringing them into position. Actually, they're bringing out a unit of slingers to possibly take my cavalry on, but we'll see. We've got this right flank secured. Get our slingers and infantry units on quick fire. So they're moving quite nicely now in a neat line across the battlefield. They're gonna. Who they've got here? They've just got Egyptian infantry. To be honest with you, they aren't going to be too much of a threat, I don't think. I should hope anyway. Their missile units are vast in numbers. That's the only problem. They've got a massive amount of slingers and javelin men. In fact, I think they're all slingers actually, so they are going to prove pretty deadly against our men. So we must act quickly in terms of our cavalry units here. So we're going to bring you immediately to start moving across. This will hopefully put a distraction onto them. In you go. So they've reacted to my charge here. In we go. Yeah, they're going down pretty well, sorry to say. The infantry units are carrying on marching north forward I should say. We're not on the campaign map now. They seem to be carrying on marching forward, so hopefully we can just mop these up without too much resistance, I should hope anyway. And what we'll do is we'll bring our infantry units out to them, meet them in the field. They've picked up the pace now, they're starting to charge forward, so here we go. We'll meet them. Our slingers are starting to fire. Okay guys, bring you across to start crossing to sort of manoeuvre against these slingers from the rear. Bring you into here to protect our flank. How are our cavalry units doing? Not bad, not bad. They're holding here.
The men are wavering.
Oh, right, okay, that's not good.
On my order, withdraw!
Come on, guys. Waver as soon as you can.
Pikemen at your command.
Get you into phalanx here, actually.
At the double! Egyptian warriors! We await your orders.
Okay, guys, they have routed there, so we'll go straight into the back of these slingers here. Look at this. They won't know what's hit him. Come on, yes. So that's going to surely shake them up pretty quickly. Oh, look at that guy flying in with his spear. So this is going to cause them to be wavering pretty quickly now. Look at them guys, they're going there shattered in terms of morale. Okay, continue here. We're going to go straight into these pikemen from the rear, because these are going to be difficult to break down if we don't attack them from the sides and from the rear. Okay guys, they've engaged. Let's bring you pikemen into the side there. Get you against these slingers. God, these guys are standing still here. We don't want that. The Egyptian infantry is standing up quite well actually. I thought it would have been worse than that.
This is a shameful display. Nubian spearmen, light cavalry!
The general unit seems to be, yes, he's wavering now, he's broken, that's excellent. So we'll come across with our cavalry units now into their side here. The
enemy
axemen are crossing into that side unit there of slingers. Enemy general's dead. Surely now this is going to turn the tide of the battle. It's not been easy, guys. They have stood up quite well. They stood up to the might of Egypt pretty strongly, but we have proven too strong in the end, I'm sure, with this. Wavering is starting to happen across the battlefield. There we go, the two infantry units are going, they've gone, and surely that's mass routing now. Yeah, but we're going to continue just for a second, guys, because we're going to use our cavalry as usual to mop up the reinforcements, sorry, not the reinforcements, the deserters, the enemy units that are around him. We're going to use these guys now to hopefully capture some of the enemy. Specifically the main bulks of the units in terms of the infantry and because the slingers can be ignored. I think they're not going to prove that much of trouble if they do regroup. Sorry, it's the infantry units we want to get rid of. Yeah, so they're mopping them up quite nicely. These guys are pretty tired now, so I don't think they'll be able to catch them really. I think they're out of range now, but the cavalry can try and get these guys, I'm sure. Let's just fast forward here, because it's not the best of entertainment just watching me run around the field trying to capture the enemy. So I'll put into fast forward so I'll be as quick as I can with this. Yeah, in fact we'll leave it there, guys, because I think we've done quite enough damage to the enemy forces now, so we'll quit the battle here. Close victory, yeah, it wasn't easy. We did lose quite a lot of men there, 1,054 men, so it was quite a heavy victory, but we did win nonetheless. So let's have a quick look and see who came out the best. It's our cavalry units, definitely. Even our Numidian spearmen, fantastic. They produced a fantastic display there. So Cyrenaica are going to retreat now no doubt,
That all, my lord?
ride back to Cyrene to warn their masters of the Egyptian army marching towards them. But however, they have put that army out that looks like it's going to attack me at Ammonium, so I may have to take my army south before I can take Cyrene, possibly. Let's see what happens here. Let's have a look at what we've got here, guys. Ah, damn it, I failed on that mission, did I? Never mind. Rebellion imminent at Syria. Mission issued. What's that? Defeat the following army of the children of Taisha. We know about that. Okay, don't really know much about you two guys, so you can have your war if you must. Let's have a look at these guys. Let's have a look at this. So you've got 2 armies here, so that's not looking good. You are not a threat to me anymore, so we're going to straight away march you south here. And next turn we'll have to fight you guys. These are on the last leg, so I don't think they're going to prove too much of a threat to me. Okay, so we get the sons of Zeus Amnon to destroy this remains of this Seleucid army here on the shores of Jerusalem. Okay, down they go. Beautiful. Victory is at hand. Kill. Hi guys, sorry about that a little bit of a break there. I had to go and have my tea. My lovely fiancée cooked me a lovely chicken breast, and if I hadn't eaten it then it would have got cold and it would have been an absolute waste. So sorry about it guys, only a 5-minute break, but I'm back now and we're continuing where we left off. So the Seleucids are now destroyed on the shores of Jerusalem. We've taken them out, and now that hopefully will allow us to march north now with this army, the Basque of Sebex. And we're going to do that now. We're going to move them to the border at least, so they can still continue to continue to replenish in terms of numbers. So 2 turns time, they will be ready to attack with a full replenished army to Tyros, and this is going to be a trouble. This is causing me a bit of room for concern, really. They're both in forced march, so they're probably going to attack me, and I may lose Arminium next turn because of the garrison army there. I may not be strong enough to hold them, but we have got our army ready to immediately strike back if they do so. So we'll see how that one plays out in a second. We've got 3,000 gold in our treasury, so surely we can start building some increasement. What the hell's that? We can start to upgrade our towns and cities. So we're going to go for, if we go for a polis at Alexandria, it gives us 4 extra growth, 2% extra research rate, 500 wealth and 10% wealth. You know what? That's quite tempting actually. Olive. Another polis at Petra. Yeah, okay. We'll increase it to a polis at Alexandria, and then in our army here, we can't do anything with that army, can we? It's a 20 stack army, so we're full brim there. We'll recruit here with these guys. We'll just give them 1 more extra unit of slingers and infantrymen. Zeus Amnon here got an increase in rank for the general, so we'll give him the strategist skill. So we can't really recruit any men of note here. We have got our mercenaries, but to be honest with you, we don't need them now. They've done their job, so we can disband them. That will increase our money per turn, which we always want to do anyway. So I mean, we all want to see, I've mentioned it already and you guys have mentioned it, we want to see our African war elephants in battle, don't we? So we're going to get you marching north now, because we want you to become part of our Let's Plays. We want you to see you in the battlefield, don't we? So, you know, I want to see them as much as you do, guys, so we'll definitely get you involved in a battle very soon, don't you worry. We'll march our spy north as well now to start attacking Tyr. That's why we're going up there. We own that part. We don't need to go there. We need to go this way. This is where I could have a quick chat with Pontus, because I want to see if they're at war with Seleucids already. Ah, they are. Excellent, so that's going to prove very useful now. So they will start to hopefully attack here and divide them, divide their forces accordingly. So that's going to be very good. Okay, that's what I wanted to check, and that's what I've got. So excellent. So we'll end this turn now. Oh, we've got King Ptolemy as well again. I forgot he did increase his skill, didn't he? Oh, nice covert operation action. So we'll give him the ability to have night battles. So yeah, we'll do that because I want to get some night battles on the Let's Plays. So yeah, good. Okay, end turn. Yeah, it'd be great to see have a Let's Play because a night battle, because when you attack the main force of with a night battle enabled, you don't. If they have a reinforcement in the area, they aren't able to reinforce them at the battle. So here we go. Ah, this is going to be a cracking battle. This is. Look at that.
Yeah.
So saying, yeah, if you fight against an army who's got reinforcements in range like these have, if I enable this as a night battle, if I was attacking them, those two reinforcement units couldn't reinforce them in terms of the battle. So it's quite a good little skill to have. It it can strategy-wise, play in your hands really. So that's good to have. This is going to be an epic battle, and I think we're going to have to play it out because it's not really a victory that we can take without substantial losses. Saying that, aggressive stance does give 67% remaining force, and then we do get rid of tactically we do get rid of 3 of their main armies. So yeah, let's just go for. I'm going to go for aggressive stance, guys. I'm going to go for this one. See what happens. Ah, damn, we've lost our cavalry though. But their armies are very, very defeated in terms of numbers. So let's kill the captives as we always do. Drive them back. I was going to play it out, but I thought we could try and do this with an auto-resolve on that one, because it didn't seem to produce that much of a threat, and the auto-resolve has worked eventually, so we can hopefully now sweep up the remaining forces they've got left there, and then move on, as I keep saying, to Cyrene, because that's what I want to do, eventually. Mission successful, great. Mission issued now. Research technology in the following category: philosophy. Right. Okay. Here we got recruitment reports, outrage populace, which we all know about. Oh, rebellion. Where's the rebellion? Palmyra. We knew that was coming. But okay, I think they've already got an army already at Tyros again. They know the threat's coming, so I think we're ready to go with just what we've got here. We're good in terms of numbers, so we'll march north now onto Tyros again. Oh, this is going to be tricky, isn't it? We've got the bloody Paltas again. We know how difficult they are. Okay, let's encircle you guys here just for a second. Hi. Oh, hello. Oh, yes. Oh, very, very yes. Mercenary Syrian armoured elephants. Thank you. We'll have 2 of you. Take a mercenary hillman unit in, and let's see if we're see if you stand against that now, Seleucids. I can't wait to see you guys in battle. The elephants are going to be fantastic. Okay, let's march you against these guys. Okay, auto resolve. Aggressive stance. go down, die, through the neck. It's all over. So kill the captors, that's them being completely rid of now. This army's got, what, 18 men of a general unit left. If they attack me at Armenian will defeat them pretty easily. So we can now concentrate on going north. After Cyrene will take you out on the route. But it's this, guys, this is what's going to really be the battle of all battles. This is going to be fantastic when we can see our mercenary Syrian armies, Syrian armoured elephants in action. And look at that, it's totally changed the strength of force onto my side now, as it was completely against me before. Those two armoured elephant units have taken it straight back into our side. Now I'm not going to auto-resolve this, guys, because it's not fair. We all want to see elephants in action as much as I want to see them as much as you do. So we're going to play this battle out next time. So I'm going to save it here, and next time we'll get this battle started at a beginning of episode 6. So I hope you guys have enjoyed as always. I know there's been a few auto-resolves in this Let's Play, but it has been battles that we can, we've won substantially, and the auto-resolve features, so I hope you haven't minded them as much. Do, as always, comment, rate and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I wanted to say, I haven't already said it to you guys already, but thank you very much, because we've now hit 200 subscribers on my channel, so that's a massive thank you to everyone who has done that. Please continue to give me the great feedback and support that you're doing, is most appreciated. And as well, always check out my other two Let's Plays, Sparta and Rome. The links to those two campaigns are in the description.